Harbaugh now heads to Los Angeles Chargers.
Do you think anyone can predict a Jim Harbaugh speech? You're out of your damn mind.
That's a beast! Beast mode!
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin Herbert.
We have a Chargers quarterback that cusses, boys. This is dangerous.
Phillip Rivers sheds a tear.
We're going to be known as world champions, and we're going to do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than that?
Who could possibly have it better than us, folks?
Nobody.
Welcome back.
I didn't get the memo on the shirt.
I didn't either. I just realized that we're both wearing it.
Yeah, it's victory. Time for victory brisket, folks. And welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Will Dog, sitting with my buddy, Kev Huggin Duggan.
Hey, guys.
And let's not forget Kyle, the coach, Duggan.
It's great. It's a great week. It's just a great week to be a Charger fan.
Great time to be alive right now, folks. It's 2-0, top of the division for the Chargers, and there's so many things to talk about, so many little juicy little tidbits that just fall into our laps after a 2-0 victory, and we've got a great Ask Boltfam lined up for you, so let's waste no time. Start at the top. Talk about this game. Kevin came in like a bat out of hell because he was watching the Chester 2 just in time to see Deion Henley's interception, although he batted, just practically shoot it into Deion Henley's hands, just willed it into his hands.
Yeah.
And it was just good times from that point on. That, like, just what a way to set the tone for this game. And it was just an amazing performance on every facet of the game. And you couldn't be happier right now. I mean, to hold the Raiders to 0 touchdowns. That's got to be a part of our bold predictions going forward, I think.
How many touchdowns did it get?
Is it like holding a team to no touchdowns is crazy.
In the first half, especially
in the entire game.
Yeah. And last week too, they held them to under 7 in the first half. So it's like first half is like you're not getting much.
Mm-mm.
No, yeah. I mean, it was what we kind of assumed it would be going into it. I think we just overall have the better team. You know, like it didn't need anything extravagant or crazy or this like momentum shifting play. It was just, we kind of took the momentum from the get-go and never really gave it back. There wasn't any, I mean, we had one turnover, which was kind of a bummer. That was a little bit of Omarion Hampton crapping his pants because nobody blocked Max Crosby. But other than that one little mistake, it was a pretty clean game. I mean, it was just like, show up, we're better than you. We're just, you can't beat us. It felt like a big brother just playing with their little brother.
Do you know who I want to thank? I have a special thanks to shout out, a personal shout out. I'd like to thank the New England Patriots because week 1, you gave the Raiders the hope, the thought that they might be a good football team. And you're so bad at football that you made Geno Smith look like an all-pro. And he came into this game thinking he was an all-pro. And he's definitely not an all-pro. No. So thank you for giving all their fans the hope, the thought that this might be their year to run it back and get another dust off, ring from the 1980s, the last one they can talk about, giving them the hope, the thought to jump in and make comments on our posts and do all that stuff just to get absolutely annihilated. And thank you, New England Patriots. You've done us dirty for so many years, and you finally did something nice for us. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, preach.
Diatribe done.
That was good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's because I mean, even prior to the game, looking at our last post and looking at some other Charger fans' posts, like just the gall of some of these Raider fans to come in and be like, "Yeah, no, you guys aren't gonna win."
They're always delusional, but it was extra delusional this week.
Yeah,
so it's crazy. Thanks, Patriots.
Thanks, guys. Looking at some of Keenan Allen. Dog, like just coming in, touchdowns, receivings. I mean, I don't know how.
I didn't realize he had 61 yards. 5 catches, 61 yards.
5 catches, 61 yards. Ladidi, 5 catches, 48. QJ,
big boy,
my baby,
big boy,
my boy,
my baby,
my love, my heart. 3 receptions, 71 yards, and a tutty. I love this team.
Yeah,
love them.
I love that third quarter. The way that like you come out of halftime and you control the ball for 7.5, half of the third quarter, go down and score some points to add to your lead. And then our defense, the bend don't break. Like we had the ball once, they had the ball once the entire third quarter. Yeah, and then it was over. Much. It's like you guys want to take 8 minutes off the clock to get 3 points. Power to you, because you're never going to catch up.
Right. Yeah, it was 2 long drives, both resulting in 3 points each. But yeah. I mean, by that point, the deed was done. It was still a 2-score game, baby.
And I'm really excited about our wide receiver core because they're still kind of new together. Like Quentin and Ladd played together last year, but Keenan, this is only like week 5 or something that they have together. It's not very much. Yeah. Like they're going to get even better and better and better. And I saw a video somebody posted today of like Justin's amazing when he has to go off script, and so is Keenan Allen. And he's just there falling right back into it where that scramble where Keenan got that touchdown. That was like backyard football. Yeah. And they've done that in the past, and it's nice to see it again.
It is. It's warms the cockles of the heart. And even seeing shout out to Najee Harris also getting more stuff done in this last game. 8 carries for 24 yards. And
he's like a tree. He just starts to lean and it just
he's never going backwards
forward into the woods.
Yeah. I mean, and also two receptions for 20 yards. 10 on average. So just great job in the defense. I mean, dude, the defense out of their mind this game. I mean,
how about Dayon with his flu game? Gets a pick, gets a sack, control, just all over the place.
MJ.
So, I mean, looking at some of the posts, I mean, these are all the nice little juicy little gems that fall into our lap. Bolt's Galaxy pointing out that Jim Harbaugh appreciation post since becoming the head coach of the Chargers. Jim is 6-2 in the division.
Yeah,
6-2.
We're just not. It's those previous years where it's like you just hope that they're going to show up, and the floor, you could never tell each season what the floor was. The floor is just elevated so high that as a fan, you're walking into this, even though it's a divisional game, you still have this like confidence that we're going to win because it's our coaching, and it's not just like having to rely on our best players. The coaching is also going to help.
Clearly, and pretty soon. 7-2.
Yeah. Sunday.
Just saying. Just
sounds good.
Underdog NFL. Hey, our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Underdog NFL pointing out that the Raiders averaged 3.4 yards per play against the Chargers tonight. That's the 4th lowest for any offense in a game this season.
Yep.
Lowest, you sons of bitches. You hear that all the way in Vegas? 3.4 yards per play. Go suck a lemon. You dummies. NFL Plus pointing out that the Chargers defense against the Raiders, 15 passes defensed, 6 tackles for a loss, 3 takeaways, 0 TDs allowed. No team had ever hit all these marks in a game since both passes defense and tackles for loss were first tracked in 1999. No team.
The 15 passes defense
That's
is
a lot.
nuts.
You
That's
hear me, you Vegas fucks?
Bulldog's fired up today. I love it.
We're gonna party like it's
it's
1999.
Ow!
Love it.
R.I.P.
And our brothers from another podcast, the Thunder Down Under Chargers podcast, pointing out Tar Heel still has been on fire to start the 2025 season. Through 2 games per PFF, 80.7 overall grade, ranks 5th. 80.1 coverage grade, ranks 7th. 12th tackles, 6th most. 2 times pass breakup, tied for 6th. 8 run stops, tied for 1st. He's the most improved player.
Yeah, out of 106 other corners.
Top 10 and everything.
Yeah.
Top 10.
I truly, dude, I went back and watched some highlights again this morning of just the game, just kind of scrolled through the game. Man, his tackling is so fun to watch.
He's good
because he closes so quickly and he hits, especially some of these bigger guys. The way he tackles them, they don't have a fucking chance. Like he's going at their legs. The way he's attacking these guys is so smart, and it's so fun to see a cornerback tackle like this.
The technique unmatched, and you get that from a 6th rounder.
I don't even want to call him a 6th round anymore. That's like, it's just like doesn't do him justice. It feels like it's mean.
It's
he's not.
But it's a compliment to our GM and our front office for picking him.
Yeah. He's at least a 2nd rounder in my eyes.
I mean,
minimum.
That's what he's showing the world right now through his actions. Tyler Schoen, another brother from another podcast, pointing out 0 pressures allowed and the 2nd highest pass blocking grade of his career. Trey Pipkins handled business yesterday. Take a bow, Trey.
I think it's the first time I've ever added anything like this on Trey Pipkins in our outline before. I've never had.
You've seen him and you've never added it?
Never added
just never been there to add
I don't think it's ever been there. So the fact that it's 1, it's there. 2, I'm now on the Trey Pipkins train. This is a new podcast, guys. This is different. This is a different energy.
It's 2025, baby. It's a new podcast.
Man, we're growing. We're learning. We're getting better.
And as we mentioned on the instant reaction, Dicker the Kicker, NFL history, highest field goal percentage with a minimum 100 attempts.
How fast do you think they get that sewn on his practice jersey?
It's already
got that new
it has to be there by now.
NFL record,
Harbaugh
does now kick
there
it.
is a level of expectation on execution in the Chargers organization, specifically in the Bolt, specifically in the patch department. Ain't nobody sleeping until that patch is on that jersey.
Somebody gets a call at 3 a.m. Get over to the facility. You got to fix Dicker's
I need
jersey.
a new patch stat.
Oh shit! Yeah, coach, I'm getting out of bed right now.
Utah, give me one. And hey, how many teams are unbeaten in the NFL right now? I can count them on 2 hands. 10, baby. 10 teams, and we're freaking one of them. 2-0, unbeaten. Let's keep the train going.
Yeah, it's with us, Bills, Bengals, which is weird because they didn't look great in that first game. They barely pulled that out, and then the Colts. So I don't know. It feels weird to be able to put this up on our.
It's good company to be.
Our outline. Right. Yeah.
Good company. Injury news. Khalil Mack. Obviously, everybody is watching and waiting to hear what happens with Khalil. And Harbaugh had this to say, said, we'll get some imaging tomorrow. See where that takes us. We'll see what the imaging says. All right. Popper.
It could be months until we find out what happened to Khalil Mack. As we all know, he's going to be working through something, and
we're still getting some imaging in week 3. We're still getting some imaging done.
Yeah. The imaging's coming through.
it's developing. This is a long process. They don't have labs like they used to. We just got to wait for the photo to develop.
Yeah, these are special hand drawn.
Stick figure imaging.
Yeah. Some other quotes we've seen floating around. Derwin James had this to say after the win. Said that positions yourself well for this season. We know it's not the end of the year, but man, starting 2-0 in the division. You only play 6 of them. To be 2-0, it's a great start.
You know what? To get to 3-0, you have to be 2-0. And guess what? We're going to hopefully be on Sunday, guys.
Come on.
Yeah.
In person.
I mean, when we saw the schedule release and we saw these first 3 games, you're like, man, that's a giant stretch. It's crazy. We're already 2/3 of the way through it and 2-0. I mean,
we're 2-0.
And they weren't just like fluky. You win because the other team played bad, and that's what some people are. So I've already heard the talking heads talking about how the Chiefs are hurt and that they're not at full strength and this, that, and the other.
They're missing penalties.
Yeah, it's crazy because those are 2 games that we just won. Like we just beat the other team pretty.
Yeah,
we played really good football and we won the games. And
you didn't win.
Feels good to be 2-0.
Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just feels good.
And the Chiefs are 0-2.
The Chiefs.
Who do they play this week? Could they go 0-3 and we go 3-0?
Giants, if I'm not mistaken.
It would be great if they lost.
If they lose
Giants,
to the Giants, oh my goodness,
that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
I'll be following.
Yeah,
I'll be following. while we're walking around Thunder Alley, I will have it on my phone.
Well, they got
And-
Sunday night football, so we can
back to the Airbnb.
we
Turn it on.
Yeah, because we always stay awake for the night game for sure.
No,
We never
stay awake.
fall
In
asleep
this
on the
instance,
couch.
we just well might.
We're gonna
Yeah.
stay awake.
Some other quotes. Tony Jefferson on beating the Raiders said, "This game in particular, growing up in San Diego, I've always seen and felt the rivalry with Chargers and Raiders. This one means a bit more, probably more than the younger guys because they don't know, but I know what this means and the legends that played here."
I love him. He needs to stay permanently on the 53-man roster.
Forever.
Dude, you
I don't
can't-
know how
he'll-
you bump him.
You can't put him back on the practice squad. He won't stay there. Yeah, he played too well, too physical. Like the hits that he had, some of the ones that he was just knocking people out, pass breakups. Like he was all over the place.
Interception.
Yeah, he can't go back down to the practice squad. There's no way.
Please don't.
Sorry,
Don't make us
Mickens,
make this
but
decision.
it's not your time. We need an old
Not yet.
soul in there.
Yeah, time will come.
Yeah, his time will come. Harbaugh on Jesse Minter's defense said Jesse called a masterpiece of a game. At times, he felt like there was more than 11 out there. The defense were guardians of victory today.
That's so fucking. Can we make that the episode?
Guardians of
Can we-
victory.
Can we make
yes.
that the
Just
episode
put
title?
it in
please?
now.
Guardians of Victory.
The spear and guardians of victory.
Yes.
Yes.
The guardians of victory today. They had our back, our front, our side. It was a tremendous defensive performance.
Guardians of victory.
Guardians
That's-
of victory.
It's beautiful, coach. He was saving that, or do you think he just came up with that off the top of his head? Because if he came with that off the top of his head, I'm shook. Like
It's
that's just,
Harbaugh.
it's just too good.
Of course,
man.
it came up off the top of his head. He
Yeah,
didn't come
he's
out
a
with
genius.
cards in hand.
I want to see him do some stand up.
All right, I have a question. This might fail and you might have to cut it. But when you hear Guardians of Victory, I think of Guardians of the Galaxy,
So do I.
right? Who are the Guardians? Okay, the characters. Who are they on our team? Who is
Star-Lord is for sure Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert, yeah.
Yes.
Who's Rocket?
Rocket is Coach Harbaugh.
Dayon? I think Dayon is Rocket.
Who would it be?
Yeah, I kind of think Dayon would be.
All right, yeah,
Rocket.
Dan. He's the
chirpy,
loose-lipped,
funny,
crazy,
yeah,
funny guy, but
yeah.
badass.
Who's Groot?
Yeah,
Joel.
Joe Alt.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He's Joe. Yeah, definitely.
I am alt. Let's see.
And then the other one I can think of is like the red
Was it
and
Amora?
purple guy. Oh, that's a girl.
I know, but who is she?
She can be who's our
Dicker
social
the
media face.
Dicker the
Dicker
kicker.
He's
Yeah.
finesse. It's a finesse
Yeah.
type
Finessing.
role.
Finesse type position. Yeah,
And Batista.
yeah.
Mm.
Batista. That's it's got to be like
That's Pierre Tart.
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 Yeah,
I
he's
like
just
it.
mean.
Yeah.
Mean. He's there to
Just
push
slap
people and get mean.
I think you're right. He's mean. He
Yeah.
just goes into a rage mode, doesn't see. He's just slapping
Yeah.
people, knocking
Yeah.
quarterbacks over. It doesn't matter who.
Making us all laugh sometimes. He's great.
All right, there's
Good
our
question,
Guardians
Kyle.
of Victory.
I love it.
Yeah.
And we're not cutting that. That's staying in.
No, it's
Suck my butt.
And then Pat McAfee said, "We got Justin Herbert in this Chargers team that might be for real here in Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh's second year and having the culture plugged in place. Justin Herbert is fully blossoming into everything everybody thought in the best possible ways as the face of this team and city. He is dominant, has been, and seems like he will be for the entire season."
No, he's like, they're talking about Chargers Super Bowl already. It's a little early. I know they're going to the Super Bowl,
Yeah, we all know, but
but I'm glad
them,
people
it's a little
are
early.
acknowledging this.
Okay, maybe I'm just not remembering. I don't have a very good memory. Maybe I've tainted my memories with Justin Herbert dust, like pixie dust. But I feel like he's always been this good. It's not like he's doing anything that's like out of the ordinary Justin Herbert. He's put together 2 really good games. He's done that before.
Yeah.
I think it's
For us, he is.
For us,
he
he
hasn't
is.
changed.
And I think for previous years as well, he's always been, as Harbaugh would say, working through something. He's always had some kind of a lingering injury, whether it was the finger from the 1 year or the
Ribs,
cartilage,
ankle,
the rib,
foot.
ankle, plantar fasciitis. Like he's always had something to be working through. And as it appears right now, this is a fully healthy Herbo.
Yeah, and he's got a
And-
girlfriend, and he's leveling up.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're seeing him run all over the place. We're seeing him slide. We're seeing him scrape his knee and get up laughing like it's.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm just saying, like, I don't think he's drastically upgraded his game that much. I think the giant difference is our defense is out of this world. Like, our defense is just that good.
100%, yeah.
And no one is saying that. Everyone's like, oh, Justin's taking, which goes back to the whole you're only as good as your quarterback. Wins are a quarterback stat, which I've always thought Justin was really good. It's just bizarre to me the way that these talking heads, if you start winning, it's all the quarterback. If you're losing, for some reason, the quarterback sucks, even though he's always been this good. Right. It's like, this is a team game. Our defense is real. Like, they are him right now.
Well, I think that's the interesting point too, because we always talk about the point differential, how Justin's always in the offense is always putting up a ton of points, but we're just getting outpointed and our defense is never holding up. And that's clearly not the case right now. Like, I think what's our differential is like, it's the best in the AFC West in terms of points for, points against. So if you can keep that, you're winning football games, dude.
Yeah. Excellent point. Excellent points all around. And I would like to excellently point you over to our sponsor this week, Underdog Fantasy. Football is back, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. And boy, Underdog giveth and Underdog taketh away when you swing for the fences on those picks, baby, because Wolldog swung for the fences. No, I didn't. That was the problem. I'm swinging for fences. And if Ladidi just would have got a touchdown, the praises I would have been singing, but it's okay. It's all right. We're still having fun. It's still, dude, I'm still like having a blast with Underdog because it just keeps me that much more invested. And I'm telling you, dude, those gimme picks, it's a done deal. When they gave us 3 over the weekend, it was like Allen, Herbert, and who was the other one? There was another one that they gave us a gimme on. Anyway. Gimme all the gimme picks, Underdog. And I think you folks should go check it out, because if you download the app today and sign up with promo code CChat you would score $50 in your pocket. Bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code CChat, folks. I don't know what else I got to do to tell you. Go over there. CChat, 50 bones. One more time. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Only if you go and put in the code CChat, 50 bones in your pocket, folks. Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 or over 19 in Alabama and Nebraska, over 19 in Colorado for some games, over 21 in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. Again, CChat, 50 bones in your pocket. And after you got those 50 bones in your pocket, go to patreon.com/ChargerChat. Come on, come hang with us. We just had a live stream, folks. We're not doing it this week because we're going to be at the game, but in future episodes, we might be doing more live streams. CChat, 50 bones in your pocket, and then go over to our regular website, chargerchat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there. T-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. Chat it up with other Charger Chat tiers in the member section. Ask questions now, Ask Boltfam. CChat, 50 bones in your pocket, chargerchat.com. All right, folks, time to go on to the next segment. I'm going to let Kevin compose himself as we go into Ask Boltfam.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys. Go jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do. I wet myself in excitement. Oh, so hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated.
Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy.
That's right, folks. Time for Ask Boltfam. We start at the top with Manuelito Pedito. Who asked the question.
Remember during the offseason how excited the Raiders fans were when the Raiders gave Gino an expansion deal? What a bunch of idiots. Also, during the offseason, it was said that the Chargers had one of the hardest schedules in the league. And I just looked up their upcoming games, and it seems that all their opponents are very beatable. Or am I just cray-cray?
I do recall that being like a topic of conversation, but, you know, I think the funny thing is like once the NFL games actually start playing and you start seeing how some of these teams are, I mean, nobody predicted the Chiefs would be 0-2.
I did.
Right. I mean, you hoped. You wanted. You wished on that star. But I think until the actual season starts, you don't know really how tough some of these teams are going to be. And right now, it is certainly shaken out to be like, hey, man, we might be able to go on a bit of a run here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think what was talked about was the amount of travel. That's all I remember really talking about was how much travel we had. Not necessarily like a difficult schedule. I mean, every team is an NFL team. Every week is a tough game, no matter what. You have to show up and play and execute. But yeah, I think most of what was talking about was the travel, which we already got probably like half of our annual travel done now with that Brazil game behind us. So yeah, I mean, it's exciting. It's a fun time to be a Charger fan right now.
Yeah. And we'll see what the remaining teams end up giving for us. And I mean, first, one step at a time. Broncos Sunday, baby, at SoFi.
All I care about right now.
That's all we got to focus on, and can't wait to see what happens. Manuelito Petito, thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Andrew Ramsey. Who asked the question?
Does the Brazil trip, the grind of this last game, and the short week cause us to miss out on a 3-0 start, or does this team have the depth and coaching to come in fresh and land this plane against the Broncos? Does a 3-0 change the conversation about this team as the new team to mention along with the Ravens and Bills as the new road to the Super Bowl? Or with the supposed ease of our schedule, would a convincing win against the Eagles on our schedule warrant that conversation?
Good question, Ramsey.
Great question. And yeah, I mean, it is a short week. Not super short. This isn't like a Thursday to Sunday situation, but
hey, you know what they're going to get? They're going to get the extra boost because they're going to have us in the stadium and we're going to be yelling. We're going to be losing our voices. And so are the rest of the Charger fans. They're going to show up. I have a feeling we're going to be very, very represented in our home field this game. After starting 2-0, not being able to go to that first game, I just hope I'm absolutely right in saying that it's going to be an 80-20 stadium.
Yeah. And does the conversation change as far as being like grouped in with those super teams that are always talked about for the Super Bowl, or do we have to beat somebody like the Eagles or the Ravens or the Bills to be talk of the town?
It seems like we have to keep proving ourselves to everybody at all times. So
I think,
I think it's if you can beat the defending Super Bowl champions and then already beat the other team that was in the Super Bowl. If you can beat them both, I don't know. It becomes like harder to talk shit about our team.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're just being the Chargers and kind of the history that we've had the last couple of years in the playoffs and not making the playoffs. I think you got an uphill battle to be considered in that conversation. The Bills Ravens have been doing it for pretty consistently here for a while, along with the Chiefs. So they're going to be in that combo. I don't necessarily even want to be in that combo. I don't like it. It never seems to go well once they start talking about us as
once the
favorites to win this or that. So yeah, I'll quietly go 3-0 this week. That's the plan.
And I think it would be a bullshit caveat too, because they'd be like, well, they're doing it now, but once Herbert gets to the playoffs, he can't win a playoff game.
Right.
So anyway, they'll find a way to backhand us until Justin Herbert wins us some playoff games.
Yeah, absolutely. That is definitely the next hurdle to get over. Andrew Ramsey, thank you, buddy, for asking the question, and we'll see you on Sunday. Let's move it on now to the Taint Tickle and Tickler, who asked the question.
The Chargers just brought sexy back on both sides of the ball. That defense, straight nasty. 3 interceptions, constant pressure, and they held the Raiders to just 9 points with no offensive touchdowns, pure lockdown mode. And the offense, smooth as butter. Herbert tossed 242 yards and 2 touchdowns. Quentin Johnston burned him deep for a 60-yard score. And Keenan Allen made it look effortless with another TD. With the D is ball honking and the O-line is cooking like that. The AFC West crown is as good as ours. Next up, the Broncos. Another W coming. And when it does, the media won't be able to ignore it anymore. Respect is on the way to LA. Question. Come up with a band name that would summarize each group's or player from that group's performance last night. Bulldog gets the offensive line. Coach gets running backs.
Huggin gets QJ. Haha, receivers. I choose a metal band for our awesome kicker. Dickers Rising. FTR losers. FTC Black Magic losers. FTB going to join Raiders and Chiefs. A subtle side boob. K love you, bye.
A subtle side boob. Nice. Little different take on the boobies. I love it. Well done,
Subtle.
Team Tickle and Tickler.
I like a bit of subtlety in my questions.
Yeah, side boob.
All right. Great points there, Taint Tickle and Tickler. But we got to come up with some band names for the offensive line, the running backs, and QJ receivers. It's a good, and it's specifically about their performance last night. Doesn't have to be an all-encompassing thing, just how they performed last night. Come up with a band name. Let's see.
I don't know. I can't do this right now.
Creativity is not currently flowing through my brother's veins.
I need X's and O's right now. I don't need creativity. I got nothing for you, Tickler. I'll keep thinking though. You guys go.
I'm gonna say
I'll take Kyle's.
Okay.
We'll call them the Dozers, the Bulldozers,
the Dozers,
the Dozers.
Okay.
There you go, Kyle. There's some creativity.
Exactly what I was thinking. Thanks.
Yeah.
For the offensive line, clean pockets, warm hearts.
It's very good.
Wait, what? Say it again.
Clean pockets, warm hearts.
Okay. I like it.
Got a lot of heart on that team. All right.
God, that's a good one. I've got like some generic shit, but I'm trying to think of something that incorporates them.
I've got one, maybe.
What you got?
Since Herbert just threw a perfect one to QJ, dropped it right in the bucket. Let's call it buckets of fun.
Buckets of fun. Yeah, I like that. Buckets of fun. Or
Mr. Bucket, put the balls in my mouth. Mr.
Yeah.
Bucket.
Okay, sure.
Buckets of
Deal.
fun.
I'm on. Damn it! I usually come up with something fucking clever and fun in here.
You came up with the Dozers.
No, but this.
If you want more time, you can.
I'm going to think about this while we're doing Ask Boltfam. I will try and chime in before this is over. The Taint Tickle and Ticklers.
All right. Taint Tickle and Tickler. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move on now.
I'm not even engaged in any more questions at this point. I'm just like looking up, trying to figure out a band name.
Just looking off to the side, trying to think. Yeah. Let's move on now to OM Run, who asked the question. I'm glad we won, but the offense really sucked in the second half. Is it worth asking ourselves if Herbert had a minor concussion after that hit? He threw to nowhere, and then the botched handoff? It was weird.
That was weird.
That's weird.
I think the handoff was just, they got incredible pressure right off the bat. Like I'm not worried about that at all.
Well, there was also the handoff to Darius Davis where they were getting kind of cute with that one play.
Yeah, that got sloppy and weird. We were doing it on the live stream. We're like, man, they're just I want this team to feel themselves, but they were getting a little cocky with those back-to-back plays, what they did. So, and it was like right before that, Justin almost threw an interception, and then they did the weird sweep. So yeah.
It was weird, but I don't necessarily think that offense necessarily sucked. I mean, like Kyle said, that whole third quarter, they spent half the quarter trucking the ball down the field. Now, did they put
not
it
an
away?
easy thing to do.
Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, honestly, it's like it was they got it right up to the freaking goal line, and then they tried handing it off to Hampton 3 times, didn't pan out. And, you got to get that part shored up. But I mean, getting it down the field, taking over 7 minutes to get it down there, that's a good baby. Eating up the clock when you got the lead too. I mean, that's the thing. It's like you're holding that lead.
I think that's what it is. You should, when your defense is playing like that, you're going to get a little bit more conservative with the kind of plays that you're running. You have a 2-score lead. You have a defense that's shutting them down, turning the ball over, having constant pressure on the quarterback. They have to pass, and our secondary is playing great. It's like you're not going to take the chances. You're going to be a little bit safer. Justin's not going to force the throw here or there to make that superhero throw that could potentially be a pick. So you get a little bit more conservative running the ball, which, if you win the game, you did the right thing. We took a 7.5-minute drive to start the third quarter.
Right.
that's all you want to do when you have a 2-score lead. So
defense loved that too. I'm sure sitting on the sideline going like, "Oh, thank God we don't have to run back out there."
100%. Yeah. No, I wouldn't say that they were bad in the second half. They got a little bit more conservative, which if you have a defense like that, that's what you do.
Yeah.
I'm happy, but like a lot of people will come out of that game thinking we didn't score enough or whatever. For me, they controlled that game, and when we're not used to being in a position to control games. So when you do that and you're not putting yourselves in a position to make a mistake, that's still winning football.
Yeah,
I think that's an excellent point. It's not necessarily about putting points on the board. If you got the lead, then you can just control it. You get to will the game however you want it to be.
Yeah,
you got to see that last night. Excellent. OM Run, we appreciate the question. Thank you for asking it. Let's move on now to Omar Zavala, who asked the question. Max, replacement, free agent, who's out there? A trade for someone. Max, injury isn't too serious.
I don't think you're not replacing Khalil Mack. It doesn't happen. That doesn't work.
There's nobody sitting on the couch right now that's going to be able to fill that void.
I think the Cowboys just signed Clowney, so that was like the last guy with a name that you could probably pick up off the street that would be, something to talk about. I think they're going to do what they've done every time somebody's gone down. They go with who they have. I think that's going to continue to happen, and I think these young guys are going to get an opportunity. Hopefully, Khalil's only out a couple weeks, and these young guys are going to get an opportunity. And hopefully they do something with it.
Yeah, I mean,
for sure.
As we've talked about, as Kyle has mentioned before, you want a team of Bs. You want a bunch of B players out there so that when it is the next man up, it's not going from an A+ to a C- or even D+.
Yeah.
You got a B player that's there to step up and just hold the line. And hey, man, Khalil Mack got a sack, but I think we got 3 more sacks after that without Khalil Mack in there. So, I mean, Khalil Mack is absolutely disruptive and you got to respect him, but like we were getting pressure up the middle. We saw guys being disruptive. Deion Henley coming in, getting sacks and stuff like that. So it's
Minter, I trust, dude. He's going to find a way to scheme this up.
Now they're going to game plan to not have Khalil Mack, and that's going to be the game plan going into this next game, and we'll see how they end up attacking that. But I think, next man up for sure. And pray that Khalil Mack comes back sooner than later and hope everything's okay with him. Omar, thank you for asking the question, buddy. Let's move on now to Cable.
Nice.
Who asked the question.
What do the Chargers do to fix the run game? It's in a rough spot along with the pass rush. You can't rely on 34-year-old pass rusher the entire season, and now with his injury, where do the Chargers go? Who do you trade for?
Well, we talked about the pass rush, and
I don't think you're trading for anybody. I don't think that happens at all. It doesn't go with any time. We lost Rashawn Slater, who there's only two guys on the team that can play left tackle. Right now, we got a bunch of edge rushers, so I don't think it's as dire as when Rashawn Slater happened. So if that situation showed you anything, I think that's exactly where we are. Dude, if you're looking at this, we are running the ball. We ran it 25 times last game. The problem is Justin Herbert ran it 9 times. So we ran for 80 yards, a little over 80 yards. Like if you're running 100 yards, it's a decent run game. Right now, it's just Justin doing a lot of it. I'd like to see Najee and Omarion do a lot more of it. I think they need to get that going. But I think a lot of this too is what these defenses are giving our offense and what they're allowing Justin to do. What are your thoughts on that, Colin? Why is Roman scheming it up to be so pass heavy?
You have Justin Herbert. Why are we so like, I don't know.
Have this conversation.
No, I get it. You'd like to see a well-rounded attack. I totally understand. And that would be an ideal situation. We can run the ball for 130, throw for 250, score 4 touchdowns a game. Yeah, love it. But when you have Justin Herbert back there, you're winning football games. Why are we in such a so excited to throw a bomb on it and blow it up and do something different? There's been years.
Baby.
last year there were games where we forced the run and it wasn't there, and everyone's like, why aren't we throwing more? What the hell? Like, come on, it's obviously not there. You're gonna take what you can get. If you're scoring points and you're winning football games, stick with it. Let's keep getting after it. And I'm sure there will be weeks where we run for 150, and there will be big breakout games coming down the road somewhere. But if they're not going to give it to you, you're going to take what you can get. And I'm all about it. I mean, we're winning football games. I'm not complaining about 40 yards of rushing that we didn't get.
Yeah. I mean, we heard it from Spags on the Kansas City, the defensive coordinator. I think in his presser, he was just like, we thought they were going to be running more, and they started passing more, and that was part of the success. You zig when they think you're going to zag.
Yeah.
Like, just because the world thinks that this is a Jim Harbaugh, Greg Roman run heavy led team doesn't mean that's what you give them.
But the beauty is now they think we're going to zig, and we're going to zig.
They don't know what to think. They don't know what card's coming out.
Yeah, Justin Herbert can zig wherever the fuck he wants. He's going to zig all over your ass, and that's what he's going to do whenever they want.
Yeah. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah.
Spags. Cable, thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Friar Bolt, who asked the question. Finally, the Chargers have come back to SoFi. The Rock says the Chargers played the smackdown on the Raiders' candy asses. The Chargers was electric and put on a show in front of the millions and millions of NFL fans. The question now is, do the Chargers continue to bring the smackdown this week against the orange and blue ball ponies? With a Chargers win, they will be able to tell all the haters they are the undisputed favorites to win the AFC West. So shut up, bitch. If you smell what the Chargers are cooking.
It's kind of funny because I remember seeing a lot of people projecting the Broncos to be like the best team in the division this year, like out of nowhere. I still don't understand it. Like, they're definitely building something unique over there, but I don't think Bo Nix is like consistent enough to be worried about them. Like, he's just not.
Yeah. I think they built a good defense, and then you have a coach like Sean Payton. So anytime you have those two things together, there's going to be high expectations. But I think they're in a similar spot to where we were last year. I don't know. I think they're a good team. I think they can come out and win games. I mean, they lost to a really, really good Colts team last week. They got a dub in week 1. So they're definitely a good team. I think there's Bo Nix can make the flashy, crazy play here and there. But I think the question being, do we go out and lay the smack down and get the dub? I think the way that the confidence that we're playing with, the style of football that's going down defensively, that travels, that's consistent. You don't need anything to be good on defense. You can just show up, and if you're going to execute, you can execute. So yeah, I think we'll get the dub on Sunday.
As long as nobody, keep having to get those last minute questionables, or somebody got a tummy bug.
I know all these sicknesses. Come on.
Or they all get tummy bugs, and then they all have all pro games. Just like Dayon did.
Maybe.
Everybody's just puking and got IVs hooked up on the sideline, but
they're just throwing up in each other's face masks.
They're up 75 points. You're not sick enough.
Dayon,
open your mouth.
Kiss me. Yeah. All right. Yeah, SmackDown will be late, Friar Bolt. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move on now to Athir Kadir.
Kadir.
There's a question. Judge and Shannon, my lovely Bolt fam. First, I want to start with this. Who's got it better than Athea, baby? Nobody. 2 down, 11 to go, like I said, baby. 13-4, baby, is coming. Let's fucking go, soldiers. Now I have 2 questions. Yes, you talk. Give me 2, please. Before I ask my questions, brothers, remember, Denver defense is stud. They are angry coming off a loss and giving up 29 points. They will bring it to SoFi, baby. Now to my question. First question, please. What do you expect from the offensive line on Sunday when you see the game? You will be like, okay, now we're cooking, baby. This is a different animal. What do you see the first 2 games? Second question, please. Can the Chargers defense rise up and say, bring it, Broncos, because they're coming, baby? We start with lovely Coach Kyle, followed by my awesome and great friend Kevin, and we finish with my love, my heart, my life, my baby, Wolf Dog, baby. P.S. My bold prediction is truly coming out party. 4 sacks, and the defense hold the Broncos under 21, baby. Bolts win 24-16, 3-0. Let's fucking go, baby. Madison Beer Factor, my baby QB looking great as MVP. Okay, love you, bye, baby.
Thea's got extra energy. I love it so much.
Yeah, I
always
always finish strong with these two guys.
Yeah, dude, you gotta bring the energy to match that energy, Will Dog.
Yeah, that's a lot of emojis.
When
in
I
that
see,
question.
yeah.
I can see you charging up as soon as the Theor questions come up.
Yeah,
you gotta
it's a big deep breath.
bring out the reserves. Yeah, suck it in.
All right. Theor wants you to give me two questions. Baby.
Two questions.
So first question, what do you expect from the offensive line when you see the first game? This is a different animal. What do you see the first 2 games, Coach?
Yeah, I think the one thing that would be like, okay, now we're getting there. Refers back to one of the previous questions. If we can break like a good interior run, like an off tackle where we're kicking out the end, we have a lead block up, like power football, pulling guard. Let's get after it, get downhill, and we can break one of those for like 20, 25 yards. Those are like such a big momentum. Like we're gonna punch you in the mouth type of football team. Like let's get going. So I think one of those is anytime we have one of those, and if it's Omarion Hampton that gets it, I'll be like, oh, now we're cooking. I think that's just the one thing we haven't really seen yet. Offensively, I expect Justin to go out and make plays. Now I'm expecting Keenan to score every game.
Yeah.
But that big run play, that's like a physical, big kick out block, lead block up on linebacker, great cut vision. Like that's what I want to see.
Just want to see Omarion break one, dude. That's all I want.
Yeah. Yeah. If the offensive line can just open up a hole for these guys, Omarion preferably, but even Najee, I'll take at this point. Just somebody come out, break one off. All right. And can the Chargers defense rise up and say, bring it, Broncos, because they come in, Coach?
I have to answer all of them by myself?
Well, it starts with you, and then
there's an order of operations here.
My love, my baby, my heart,
instructions.
Okay, I'll go. I'll make this one quick. Can the Chargers defense rise up and say bring it Broncos? Yes, and they will.
You can and they will, bitch.
Yeah, you can and you will, bitch. Yes, of course. The defense. I mean, that's the thing. You got Jesse frickin' Minter, man. The fact that we still have Jesse Minter astounds me, and I'm so thankful to have him and see this defense perform miracles practically.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it in person. I know they're going to be good.
Yeah,
they've only showed great football so far, and they're like the top-ranked defense in the league right now. So let's just pretend that that's not a fluke. And technically, the Chiefs are a good team, and I can't say the Raiders are after what they just put out, but I'm confident this isn't a fluke, and they're going to go play a better, maybe a better defense than they have so far this season. So we'll find out.
Next man up, baby. Let's get this team going. Athir Kadir, thank you, buddy, for asking the question. And we go out of Ask Boltfam with Tony Francis, who asked the question. Listen up, cadets. Raiders week is officially over, soldiers, and boy, did we shit up in Vegas. Mahomes loses 3 in a row. The Broncos beat themselves, and the Raiders fucking suck. That's right, the Raiders fucking suck. Raiders suck. My first question is directed to you, Coach. I asked you last night, but I'm going to ask you again. What was going on with the O-line to give Herbert plenty of time to throw the ball but couldn't run block to save their lives? Are you extremely intrigued by how much this Greg Roman offense is passing the ball? My next question is directed to you, Kev. Looking back at our defensive play last night is extremely impressive. If you had to rate Geno Smith as a QB from 1 to 10 based on playing ability, what would you give him? What is one thing you noticed on defense that maybe most of us missed? My last question is directed to you, Wolldog. With the upcoming home opener upon us, are the shirts ready? We need those shirts, cadet. We got to rep the podcast at Thunder Alley going hard with every scream. Let us know, soldier. As always, the Raiders, burn the kingdom, kick the donkeys. Let's go, Chargers gold. And Suck my butt.
I'm tired.
These last two questions always
Yeah.
clear out the nasal passage. All right, 3 questions, starting with you, Coach. What was going on with the O-line, giving Herbert plenty of time to throw the ball, but they couldn't run block to save the damn lives?
I don't know how to answer this question. I don't know. I think
Come on, cadet.
Greg Roman doesn't know how to answer it. Why would I know how to answer it? I don't know. Maybe we're just better at pass blocking. I don't know.
It's an acceptable answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I gotta kind of put it on my thought, and maybe I'm wrong. The loss of Rashawn Slater is incomparable. And when the plan was to have Rashawn Slater in at left, Joel at right, and everybody else where they were supposed to be, maybe that was the equation to get a good run block going. Yeah. And now you got to have Joel at left, Trey at right, and everybody else where they are. And maybe just the run block isn't quite necessarily where it needs to be.
Yeah, I also think so what we do with a lot of our formations, we put all these big bodies in there, right? You're putting like two tight ends, 2 running backs. You have all these big bodies. Well, the defense is doing the same exact thing. If you put big bodies on the field, they're putting big bodies on the field. So now it's whose big bodies can move, whose big bodies better. And when they put all these big bodies on the field, we're going to throw the ball, So it's like, I don't know. I think there's just a little bit of everything. Like, honestly, like matchups wise, when you put a tight end on the field, tight ends, we have some guys that can block, but tight ends don't block as good as a tackle. So if they're going to bring in an extra big body that could be that, you're kind of taking a little bit of a disadvantage in the run game, but you get that advantage in the passing game because that tight end is a better matchup against the linebacker, so on and so forth. So I don't know. Maybe it's just it's the tweaking it here and there, getting the guys in the right spots. But I just feel like when we go heavy package, it's not necessarily we have a huge advantage because they have little guys over there and we have huge guys. It's like, no, they got big guys too. So I don't know. It'd be fun to see us like air it out a little bit, maybe not have 14 tight ends in the game and try to run the ball and see if some of our guys can block, just head up one-on-one. Let's go win the game. But
right.
I don't know. I really don't know what the answer is. There's probably a little bit of everything going on in there. And maybe these guys are getting gelled and I don't know. We'll see.
It is interesting seeing that, who is it? We got 4 tight ends on the roster, but we constantly, these
Just
last 2 games,
yeah.
inactive. Gadsden and what's the other one?
Tucker.
Yeah. So it is intriguing that, we've got 4, but we keep 2 on the inactive.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kevin.
Yeah. What do you want?
You got to rate Geno Smith. QB from 1 to 10 on his playing ability.
I think he's a starting level quarterback, but I don't think he's a good one. I think he's let's give him a 5. I think that week 1 was an absolute outlier. I don't think he's going to play like that all season long. He was a backup forever. Like he's just kind of refound himself. And the fact that they paid him like $70 million to be the Raiders quarterback is awesome. It's great. Like that's awesome news. And I saw
so good
the best use of AI I've ever seen. And I don't know who did this, but somebody took Geno Smith's press conference, made him say a whole bunch of stuff. And it was really funny. And I'll try and repost it. I can't say a lot of it because we get flagged, but it was very funny. So I just don't think he's great. Definitely not against us. And I look forward to playing him again. So there's that. In terms of our defense, I'm just super impressed with this defensive line and batting balls down. Like that's never been one of the big things we did. And it always seemed to be like seeing other teams do it to Justin and we could never do it ourselves. And it's clearly been a point of emphasis this season to get the hands up and block these balls. And they're doing it every game. So the more they can do that, the better. And that was something that really stood out to me. That's not the most normal of things.
Yeah. 15 passes defensed. I think like that whole second half, like the balls were just getting batted left and right. Like
secondary too, not just the D line. It's just
exactly.
They're getting hands on ball soon enough. Like look how close they are to these plays, guys. Soon enough, these are going to really start turning into interceptions and turnovers, and they're just in the right place. They're on them. So I think they're only going to get better, in my opinion.
Yeah, the turnover battle for the defense has just been lights out, baby.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix is for me. Bo Nix is in the same category as Geno. Maybe a little more. He's a little younger, definitely younger. A little bit more ability in terms of like moving around the pocket. He's a little stronger arm, but he's the same kind of like panic. He does panicky shit. So I don't see why we can't get a couple picks off Bo Nix this weekend.
All right, I like it. And as far as shirts.
What shirts? Well, if you're expecting shirts, Tony, you're going to be fucking disappointed. But we can bring some white T-shirts and do some stick figure shit in the Thunder Alley. If you bring some white shirts and a black marker, I will draw some shit.
Yeah, BYO T-shirt and markers.
BYOTM.
Make your own T-shirt, Tony. Yeah. That's what he's saying.
I think we're doing some arts and Kevin's proposing arts and crafts.
Usually my schedule leading up to week 1 of us going to a game is week 1, and it's not week 3. And work has been so effed up for me lately that
it has been.
I don't have anything cool planned.
Right. We don't have a good excuse, but we definitely don't have any shirts lined up for you.
Definitely not.
We'll go hang out with you in the pro shop if you want to go buy a new shirt.
Yeah, dude. I'll be your hype man in the pro shop. How much you want to spend? I'll make sure you hit that.
Let's fucking go, soldier.
Let's go, cadet.
All right, Tony, thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Thank you, everybody, for asking questions and Ask Boltfam. We greatly appreciate it. That's going to do it for this episode of Charger Chat. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Kev, you got that band name?
No. I kind of want to go with the taint tickling ticklers because I feel great down there every time I see them run.
Receivers?
Yeah, they're the
wide receivers.
Ticklers. Yeah, the taint tickling ticklers. Yeah, the taint tickling ticklers. I always feel great when they're running routes. Makes me feel good.
Name.
Down in the loins. We'll call them the loins because they make us feel good in the loins. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Now,
took a whole episode to come up with that one.
No, I forgot that I was thinking about it until right now, and then I was just thinking about my nether region.
Thinking about your loins?
Loins.
He's got loins on the brain.
Got loins on my brain.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat, folks. Don't forget to bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
In the world of football, there's a guy who's never on the field, but he's always a game changer. His name, Patchy McGee, the unsung hero of the Chargers training facility, The Bolt. While the players are busy perfecting their plays, Patchy's working his magic with a needle and thread, making sure every logo, number, tribute, and accolade is stitched into place with precision. So, next time you need a patch on your jersey, and you need it done right, stop on by and pay a visit to Patchy McGee.